It is now July the 16th, and I'm down at the Takoma Park Police Department and City Hall to check on why I have not received the documents I requested from the assault of April. It's been 30 days. I have not been contacted by anyone from the police department or from the mayor's office for this freedom of information. I emailed the mayor and the chief of police. The mayor said she would have to check with the city attorney, and the chief says they're still working on it. More smoke and mirrors. This is the group of officers here. I have to put my face mask on since they have all this corona. I'm in the city of Takoma Park. The new terrorists in America. Hello. They don't have a buzzer. No one's manning the office. Anybody over here? Anybody's working over here?
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I need to, I requested some documents and I haven't received them yet. And I need to speak to somebody. I want the video cameras of your officers. I sent it to your chief and your mayor.
Okay.
Can I get one of these?
Sure.
I need some water. You working over here or somebody else? Nah, there's nobody over here. Hello? Nah. He's standing back there like, what is going on? Oh, is everybody on vacation?
No, I thought you was talking to them over there.
Oh, no, there's nobody over there.
Okay, I need some information. Like, what?
I've already sent a letter, a Public Information Act. I've already sent it to your mayor and your chief 30 days ago.
Okay,
I'm not upset with you. I'm just trying to explain this to you. It's 30 days is fast. It was supposed to be done in 10 to 15 days. I want to know what's the problem, why I can't get it.
You have a case number? You have a case number, something we can refer to if we look into it for you?
No, I don't have the case number. It was a letter. Your officer came onto my property and illegally arrested me on New Hampshire Avenue, and he assaulted me. Okay, I've been down here 3 times already.
What's your name and address down for?
Is your chief here? I'm not going to give out any more information. Is your chief here?
He's not here.
Your deputy chief?
He's here, but I'm not sure if he's in his office.
What is your name, sir? Who are we telling them that they're coming to see him before? I'm just not going to set them up like that. Talk to me. I'm Lieutenant Gilbert. Tell me what it is you're here for.
I requested the video camera footage, the GPS of your vehicles, and all paperwork pertaining to the assault of April.
April?
April.
Is that a name or is that the date?
April is the month, sir.
There are people named April. April what? You know?
I think it was the 6th. Is Sergeant Williams here?
She may be.
She's the person that I talked to every time I came down here.
Okay, she would know.
Yes, sir.
About it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, she's on night? No, what she's on night stand? She's back on day. April 6th?
Yes, sir. On New Hampshire Avenue at the Soul Food Restaurant. On New Hampshire, I think that's 6600 or something like that.
Mid-Atlantic Seafood.
Correct.
And you requesting what?
The GPS of your vehicles, all paperwork, and the body cameras footage of all the officers that came to the scene at the time.
You said the Maryland Information Act request.
Yes, sir. I wrote it off to your chief. The young lady told me to write a letter to your chief. I sent one to your mayor and your chief 30 days ago.
And what's your name?
Michael Moment, M-O-M-E-N-T.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, I seen your eyebrows rise.
Yeah. That's all I needed, you know what I mean? Help me out.
No disrespect to you, but I mean, I'm just getting a runaround. But we're going to subpoena it. I don't care if they give it to me or not.
No idea what you're talking about until you tell them.
No, she said she didn't work over there, so I didn't expect you guys over here to know. I expect them over there to know. And no disrespect to you all. I mean, you had nothing to do with it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Have a seat.
All right, thank you, sir. This is one funny police station. Nobody takes accountability for anything. Service, honor, integrity, and professionalism. All that needs to be wiped out. The biggest terrorist of them all, right here. You should be chief, man. Y'all got rid of the best man y'all had and sent him to Blainsburg. Yeah. Yeah, that terrorist y'all got up there now? Nah. He's a terrorist, man. I'm here to tell you he's a terrorist. And the sad part about it, I'm not even from your state. Your own citizens are saying it. They want this police gone. They want Montgomery County to take it. They want your mayor gone, your city council gone. And since you're the lieutenant, you should tell your people to stop hanging out behind IHOP. You know, they're getting paid by taxpayers to do a job, not sit behind IHOP and suck the taxpayers dry. You'll see it on my video channel. Hey, you just had one at a 7-Eleven. She looked like she was asleep. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah. I mean, they picked the wrong person to mess with. Yeah, no professionalism in this place. They just ignore you. Hello, young lady. How you doing? I think the lieutenant is helping her. Did he tell you to come and help?
No. I saw you over here. You
Oh, can I get some water without getting arrested?
Sure, the water fountain's right over there.
I just don't want to be arrested.
Nah, it's not.
Hey, but the reason I'm here is I haven't received none of the paperwork that I requested the last time I was here, and it's 30 days. I'd like to know what's the problem.
Okay, and Lieutenant Gilbert's were helping you with that one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we'll be right out with you.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
All right. Give me some water. What's up, young man? All right. They treating you right in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all right. Getting good pay raises, right?
No, that was going on. They don't do that now.
They not.
No more hazard pay.
All that money they making, you mean tell me they're not giving y'all hazard pay?
I wish, man. When they start going to those different phases, everything went down. You can go to bars and beaches.
Mm.
Ain't that so?
That's when they should be paying y'all now for hazard pay.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, we were getting, but it was just, once they went to the first, second, third phase, they were good.
Correct. How you doing? Yes, I am.
How you doing?
All right. What's your badge name, sir? You
It's
ever?
8217.
Okay.
You had a question?
Oh no, I'm trying to figure out why it's taking so long for me to get all my public information. The video cameras, the paperwork.
The chief said that he responded to your requests. Did you get his response?
No, somebody else may. I just came down here. Somebody else may have emailed him, and I didn't get it yet.
Have you checked your email? Because I think he sent it via email.
Well, there's a lot of people that had the email. I don't. If he emailed me, I'll look. There's somebody that let me know, but I just happen to be in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I would check.
What's the problem? It's supposed to be 10 to 20 days, Cap.
Yeah, we just recently brought back our staff, our admin staff, because of the COVID stuff. They were working from home.
Well, one of your officers came down there and tried to sneak in the building, so I know he's been investigated.
Sneaking what building?
The Jiffy Lube and the Mid-Atlantic, from what they told me. He was trying to inquire, did they see anything? And which there'll be witnesses in the court
Oh
proceeding.
yeah, that was Captain Sipperly. He was.
Oh, Sipperly.
Yeah, he was looking into your complaint that you made.
Well, what's the problem? Why you couldn't come over and talk to me?
Why? Who couldn't?
Sipperly.
I don't know, you'd have to speak with him about that.
Yeah, now he started to sneak into the building. I mean, everybody knows who I am around there, and he can't sneak. I mean, he's a police officer. Come on, Captain.
I don't know if he was sneaking.
Oh, he was sneaking because he put his shirt over his patches, and I mean, it was funny to me, and that's why I jumped out and started videotaping it,
Yeah,
because
I don't
we have cameras all around the place. So I mean, but no, I mean, it takes less than 30 days, Captain.
Well, we're working on your request. There was a lot of stuff in there that you requested. You wanted the 911 tape, you wanted the body cam.
Well, you all don't have the 911. I had 911 went to PG County, unless you're talking about yours.
Yeah, we can get ours. We can't get Prince George's.
I know, and that's who I call Prince George. So I'm trying to figure out why you charge me for a 911 call when I call PG County.
I didn't.
No, but your officer did, and he charged me with a hate crime.
He charged you with a hate crime?
Yeah, look at the paperwork, Captain. It says hate crime, and it's funny.
Which paperwork says hate
The
crime?
one he arrested me for after he assaulted me.
You talking about the statement of charges?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he charged me with a hate crime.
Yeah, I haven't seen the statement of charges.
Even the judge laughed.
That hasn't come to court yet, has it?
I'm ready. We're going to have a jury trial. We're going to have a jury trial, and then we're going to Greenbelt, and I'm going to sue.
So it hasn't come to court yet?
No. And then we've been trying to figure out why.
Yeah, well, the courts also they're slowly reopening.
We're not in there.
But we're working on your request, and you should get something back once we put everything together.
And you're going to give me the price of everything? Or how do you all do it here?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to speak with Captain Sipley's in charge of administrative services. There may or may not be a fee for that.
Well, I also would like to find out which lieutenant contacted Mr. Tim, or code enforcement, and contacted the owner of the property to try to get me removed off the property that we're buying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that property, from what I know, is owned by the church, isn't it?
No.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure who owns it.
Yeah. But I'm saying your lieutenant contacted Mr. Tim, and Mr. Tim tried to contact the owner we're buying it from.
You talking about our neighborhood services? He contacted our neighborhood services?
Mr. Tim is the code enforcement gentleman.
Yeah, neighborhood services.
Okay. I'm not from here, so I don't know how y'all do it. But yeah, and he went to talk to the old owner that we're buying the property from to get me removed off the property, and which is a criminal act in itself.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, well, that needs to be put in there also,
I can find out who.
because the person that he contacted will be subpoenaed to come in, and Mr. Tim to testify that this is what took place.
I can find out that.
Okay. Other than that, I know that you guys, I don't know what the situation is, that you are not going to respond to any calls to that area, but I've
We should respond to calls
No,
to
you-
that.
the other day there was an incident, and I dialed 911, and your officer drove by, didn't stop.
What kind of call was it?
They refused to leave the property, and it got to the point where it was about to get physical. And I made it very clear, I don't have a problem with that, because I've called you all, and your officer drove by, the same one that came onto the property to try to break into my van. He drove by, went down by Popeyes, turned around,
Talking
looped.
about Officer Mueller?
Yeah, he did a loop and then left.
Okay. Do
Okay.
you know what date was this?
That was like 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. I called 911 to ask them to send an officer down there. And then I told them I'll take care of myself, because it got that heated when I knew that nobody was going to respond. Now, the problem is this, Captain, I got no problem with, you got good officers and you got bad officers. These two are bad
I
officers.
mean, we want them to respond. I can look into that call
Okay.
and find out what the situation was.
Okay, and if they're not going to respond, I ain't got no problem taking care of my own.
What time was that around?
It was like in the afternoon.
And you said 2 days ago?
I think it's 2 to 3 days ago.
And it was for
It was a 911 call,
which address did you want?
6530.
Okay.
The gentleman refused to leave the property.
Okay. I can look.
And he drove by, and if you got GPS on your vehicles, you'll see him. He drove up New Hampshire Avenue, went to Popeyes, did his Huey, and then went back down. And I'm looking dead at him. Okay. So I don't care if he doesn't respond. It's going to make it bad if somebody comes on this property, because I have no trespassing. Okay. And if law enforcement is not going to respond, When I call them,
No, they should.
then I'm going to protect the property.
Who actually owns that property right now?
We own the property. We are in 2 ownerships on it. We haven't finished doing the job yet.
Who's we though?
That's irrelevant. I'm an own part owner of the business that owns that property.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find out who owns
Okay.
it. You don't have to tell me.
We're buying the property. Okay.
Okay.
So your lieutenant already spoke to the person that's selling it to us, and it made it very clear that I'm supposed to be there. I'm allowed to be there because I'm okay. But the problem is this is the 3rd time I've had a problem with your officers. The first time they arrested me on the property until somebody made a phone call and realized that they made a mistake. And I let that one slide. Then this officer comes down, and I'm pretty sure you saw the video. He had a problem with the video.
You're talking about Sergeant Erwin?
Yeah, he had of one of your officers. And as you see in the video, he said, this is the guy that put that video up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, this is what this is all about. And then he comes down to the property where I'm at, and you see him calling me boy and this and that.
I saw that.
Okay, I wasn't harassed. He came to me and engaged me, and he didn't like what he got. Okay? Then when I started videotaping him, he didn't like that, and he came to me and assaulted me. I didn't come to him. And I have witnesses to this effect.
Oh, it's all on
Yeah,
camera. I saw
yeah.
that.
So and then for him to, and then if you look at the other body cameras, and if you don't have them destroyed him, you're going to hear him say he doesn't even want to go forward with this because he know he messed up. And I'm telling him,
Who said that?
your sergeant. Look at, if you look at all the video, and all of them say they had their video cameras on, so they can't say they don't, and you all don't have the footage.
No, we keep the footage.
Okay, they said he didn't want to pursue this, and I told him, no, you're about to get fired for putting your hands on me.
Are you talking about before you had handcuffs on or afterward?
Before I had handcuffs on me.
Okay.
Okay? If you all look at that, and this is what I want to show a jury. This man came to engage me, Captain. And then for the life of me wants to charge me with these ridiculous charges, 911. I'm pretty sure you've been a law enforcement officer for a while. For me, for 911, I got to be belligerent to 911. I'm requesting emergency
there's no charge
assistance.
If you call them repeatedly, that's why.
Well, 2 times. 2 times. But I'm calling for assistance because this gentleman says he's the
Because you want another
supervisor.
police agency because
He's the supervisor.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, and then you want to charge me with it, and then you say disorderly when you came up to me. And I don't see no witnesses saying that I was disorderly, but you'll hear a lot of them saying that it was police brutality. You know?
Well, that's.
And I'm not, believe me, the first 2 officers, when I got arrested on 6530, they handcuffed me, they were getting ready, and they made a mistake. And we shook hands, and it was an honest mistake. He didn't know the law, there was no problem. This one came looking for problems. This one did. And this is not the first time. He sits there, and I'm telling you because he sits there on that property, whoop, whoop, every time he sees me, going to the gas station and get coffee. So I've never talked to this officer at all. But he has a mental problem. And if an officer would do this while he's being videotaped, Captain, what is he doing when he's not? And he didn't turn that camera on, which you will see. He didn't turn it on when he came to the back of the property. He didn't have it when he came to Jiffy Lube. He turned it on after he assaulted me.
He captured a big portion of it. No, it was on during that period.
Yeah. Not when he came to the back of the property, though.
I didn't see him go.
Yeah.
You mean drove to the back of the property?
Came behind Jiffy Lube to the back of the property and started verbally assaulting me. When I walked back to the back. Yeah, he didn't have his camera when he got out of his vehicle then. And that's why I want the GPS of the vehicle to show that he came down that street and all that.
That was before you got arrested?
That was before I even came down, when he told me not to shake a sign on my property that I put there. He first came to the back of the property. When he saw me shaking the sign, he was way at Mid-Atlantic.
Because I heard, when I watched the video, I saw him tell you not to shake the sign.
Exactly. He saw me
You're saying before that.
before that. He was at the back of the property, and I walked away from him then. Okay? Then he came to the front and told me not to touch the sign no more. So I went there, and I'm pretty sure your protocol is if a citizen asks for your name and badge number, you are supposed to give it to him.
Yeah, well, we have ID numbers. We don't have badge numbers.
Okay, yeah, he said that. And how you doing, Mr. Tim? How you doing? Fine, sir.
Good to see you.
Uh-huh. And that's all I wanted. Once he gave it to me, as you see, he was continuously saying, boy, 65-year-old boy, 50 years old. I don't even know this man. Never spoke to him in my life. So how do you know my age? Evidently, you ran my name to try to find out, and then you came to me. And this is what he's a loose cannon, and he needs to be off the force. Okay?
Well, they're going to have you probably come in and give your version.
Well, they can come down there. Only reason I come here now is I don't trust this.
I mean, as far as if, you know,
Well, if they were going to...
When they do an investigation on this, then you'll probably be contacted because they need to get, there's more information that you have, like you're telling me now. I didn't know that he came out of his car before that.
Yeah.
I saw all the video. I saw your video that you posted on YouTube. There's 2 of them, and then I saw he has a couple different videos also. And I saw those, and it does depict what some of the stuff that you're saying.
And it's not illegal to step up to a police officer.
No, it's not.
But he assaulted me.
It's not illegal to film. It's not illegal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not right for him to put his hands on me. And the city's going to have to pay for that. Serious. And I don't care about going back. And then you put me in a health hazard place of locking me up and then charging me with ridiculous charges, 911, and then say hate crime.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about hate crime.
Well, look at the paperwork. And then the funny part is he didn't even write it up. It was the other officer that falsified a police report. The other officer. You know, and that's wrong. All 3 of them need to go.
Well, that's, you know, I'll look at that, and that's why this has to be adjudicated. When you go to court, you can tell them.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm ready. That's why
Well, we're working on your stuff, and it's a lot of stuff, and I just saw it today when they said you came in. No, I just saw it today.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I talked to some rank because I'm pretty sure whatever somebody's saying isn't telling the whole story, because it doesn't take 30 days, to get this information. It's supposed to be 10 to 20 days.
It's an unusual time, because we did have most of our staff is working from home. If you look upstairs, there's not even anybody in the building.
Yeah, I understand the corona thing and everything, but...
Just until a couple weeks ago.
And then he's still coming. But after this, he was still coming in. I'm pretty sure you all saw the video. He drives in the back and he parks over by the Jiffy Lube, watching the property. For what? I'm not a person. I'm not a violent person. I'm a person that this is a career killer. This camera. I don't have to be violent towards somebody. You were wrong, and you need to be disciplined.
Well, the officers should act appropriately.
Exactly. All right, Captain. You have a card? You have a business card?
Let me go in my office.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. This is the captain I just spoke with. Seemed to be all right kind of guy, but he wears that terrorist uniform. And he is up under the biggest terrorist from what the citizens of Takoma Park are saying, right here. So they say that they are in the process of getting all the paperwork done and the cameras and footage together. We'll give them 30 more days and come back in 30 more days. This is the individual that is doing the investigation. The one that tried to sneak into Jiffy Lube. Captain say he just saw the report. He's just getting back. Take him at his word.
My cards, but here's my information. There's my name, ID, and that's my office number.
Okay, I appreciate it, Cap. And I'll wait 30 more days.
Well, hopefully it'll be before then. How do you want us to contact you to let you know when it's ready?
One of them called me. They have my phone number, or you can email me and let me know that it's ready, and I'll come. And could you put the price? Let me know how much it's going to cost, and so I have it.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
You take checks or you take cash? How you want, credit card, or how do you pay here?
I'd have to ask them. I'm not sure how they do that.
Could you let me know when? Okay. Thank you, Captain. Be safe out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the captain said that he will look into it and get back in touch with me on all this information. This is the chief and the deputy chief. So the chief is here and the deputy chief is here. We're going to wait 30 more days and see what happens.